Hey YouTube, what's up? This is the Reluctant Nabi back again. Back again with my news and views, my views on the news, and this is going to be commentary, right? And I'm trying to load this video up from the airport. I'm in one of the airports in Rio, and a couple of things I wanted to have put on notice, okay? And one is this. One is this that one, you got to be careful with the taxis around here. Excuse that pause, and I'll get to that in a minute. But first, forgive my ignorance. Almost forgot to greet everybody. Um, so, hola, gudak, oi to the vang, vasas los, bonjour mes amis, kedu, bawani, konnichiwa, ni hao ma, sani bonami, jumbo habarigani, assalamu alaikum, shalom, and guten tag. All right. Just excuse the noise in the background. I wanted to do this one real quick. This would be my the only time I could really get it up there. And basically, I wanted to do this because on my way to the airport, I wanted to I wanted to make people aware of something. And I'm fiddling with my phone because I'm trying to upload some pictures via my phone to my computer because I can't tether my phone because I'm in the airport right now, right? So, what I wanted to do was to make y'all aware of something while it's on my mind. One, when traveling to Brazil, be careful of the taxis that you get, right? Um, kind of be aware of, and this is something that people don't help you with either. I wasn't able, of all the brothers that been to Brazil, absolutely not a single one of them actually helped me with the cost of anything, the price of anything, or anything that I'm giving y'all. So I'm gonna give it to y'all. I took a taxi from basically from downtown to the airport, right? From downtown to the airport, and it cost me 51, and this is in Rio. So from downtown, from my Windsor hotel to the airport, it basically costs 51 reais, right? Now, what happened was, remember, I rented a car. I kind of screwed myself when I rented the car. So this is what happened. You know how you go in and you get the receipt for the day that you rent the car, right? Now, what happens is when you get the ticket to go and leave, you get the original receipt from that day. So, or that card. It's a card that you get. It's a little card with a code on it, right? And so I went and I figured that okay, it doesn't matter. I'll keep the card, right? And when I used the card, or when I went and got the card, I left the garage once to drive around town. Well, maybe twice, right? And so the little card I got, I kept. And what I think I did is I think I used the same card on the last day as if it was the first day. So I originally parked in the garage on Friday, right? I left out of the garage. I paid for that. Then I parked in the garage on Sunday. All right. And then what I think I did was I think I used the ticket, and I'll know for sure once I get home. I used the ticket for, that's exactly what I did. I paid them. I overpaid them. Okay. I wasn't paying attention to these tickets, and what I did is, it is possible to use them twice. So basically, when you use one, they give you a receipt. Keep the receipt, but throw the ticket away so you don't make the same mistake I did. It's a little white card. If you ever, for those that drive, right? And I went in originally on the 18th. All right, I came, left the garage. I paid from the 18th to the day I left the garage, so that was on Saturday. I parked it back in the garage on Sunday, and I should have been paying. Okay, no, that's probably right, because today's Wednesday. I walked around Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. No, that's right. But anyway, just watch your P's and Q's, parking in and out of that garage. Make sure you have the right ticket with you. Now back to the taxis. What happened is, always ask, always ask how much, and you can say that in English. How much is the estimate for you to get from point A to point B? Make sure you have an idea and have researched it. Now here's the issue that I had. Um, when I left, when I came here to go pick up my car, all right, I didn't know how close my hotel was to the rental car place. But to go pick up my car, I had to take a car from the airport that I was at down to another airport and pick up my car by there. It cost me 67 reais, right? Which was a little high. Now, and that was a flat rate though. They say, well, we'll do it for 67 reais, right? Flat rate. When I got in the car and the guy put it on the meter, on the way back up here, the second guy, it ended up being 51 reais. So that's not too bad. But before I got this guy, I had to reject the guy. And I'm gonna tell you this: brothers trying to make a hustle are the same all over the world. All right, so you got to watch your p's and q's. What happened was, I went, and these guys was like, the guy wasn't hailing me a cab. The guy was hailing me a specific cab. So some of the times, these guys got, callers that work specifically and only for them, right? And so what he did was, he told me, you need a cab, you need a cab. So a couple cabs came by, and instead of giving me the first one, he wanted me to use his guy. So I was like, okay, this is kind of suspicious, right? Now their English was not that good, but they understood Spanish, right? And they were like Spanish Portuguese, not English Portuguese, right? So it was kind of a mix. And as I was trying to ask him for directions and, how much, right? What happened was, he tried to overcharge me by double what it was normally cost. He tried to charge me 120 reais. Now, what made me ask him how much is, that dude was too quick to get my bags in his car. And I was like, ho, pump the brakes, right? So, I need to learn the word for stop or halt, right? So learn that word, right? So I was like, no, 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 right? What happened was, they were trying to rush me into that cab so fast that it was too suspicious for me. And I was like, oh, these dudes trying to take me for a ride, literally, right? So I asked them when we got into the airport, I said, how much? So what I did was, I backed off. I walked into the airport for somebody that speaks a little more English, or more clear Portuguese, and not, because they were kind of vague on information too. Even though I was asking in, Portuguese, all right, and they were trying to act like they didn't know where the other airport was. So when we get into the airport, you know, it got cleared up, and the lady that spoke English, and she's like, he'll take you there and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, so he knows where he's going. Oh, she's like, oh yeah, he knows where he's going. And so then I asked him, how much were you charging me? Now, meanwhile, I based that on what I was charged on the way here, which was 60 reais, 67 reais, right? And this dude was like 120 reais. That's double what it normally costs. So you got to be aware of that. All right. Two, the other thing is be kind to people. You'd be surprised at what happens when you're kind to people. So the other taxi driver that I got, he was really, really, really cool, and we start talking. So we both had the Google Translator on the phone, and so when there was words I didn't know in Portuguese, he would speak them into his thing and into his phone and stuff. We had ourselves a good conversation. So good that remember the coins that people gave me from the hotel? I started to figure something out. I mentioned he was asking me how was my stay. I had mentioned that they had given me the coins at the hotel. I didn't know how significant the gift was till I was in the taxi. They collect these coins. And what happened was this guy asked me if I had the one with the flag on it. So now, unfortunately, with my phone, to put it up in a video to show you what they gave me, I took pictures of all the coins they gave me, and he looked at the picture. He was like, "No, no, 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 no." I had seven of them, as y'all see, right? I didn't have one with the flag, right? So he was like, "Oh, it's okay, it's cool," and I was like, "Oh, sorry." So I was going to give him the one with the flag. Now, what happened is, as we talked, we became friends, right? And so he asked me, he told me, I'll give you some coins, right? And so he gave me coins that I didn't have. Now, understand this. These coins, these Brazilian coins, are legal tender. All right. So keep in mind, one, they're legal tender. Two, they're collectible. They are collectible. People trade these coins. Had I not been nice to people, I would not have known that this was such a big thing. But people trade these coins. My stupid black behind was going to go and give them to family members but I'm not anymore because I didn't understand the value of the gift. People trade them. And since I'm gonna be coming back and stuff like that, and since I make friends easy down here, you know, I'm gonna be look have something to trade. So people trade the coins. Then the last thing, if you notice the pictures I've been showing, right? The pictures that I've been showing were of people that just ran across me in the airport. Now, to I don't know if she's going to watch my channel or not. To a friend out in SA, Kiki, who did my braids, which are still in. Right, she braided my hair. The braids are still in. And the other thing that I noticed is the reason why I put the title that I put up is I came here thinking I was blending in. All right. But my urban wear, or the clothes that I like to wear that I think is blend in clothes, is stick out clothes, but stick out in my ethnic black sort of American way. All right. Now keep in mind man, the people in the picture, the boys in the picture that came up, they called me brother. And they said he's a brother. I mean, they was like excited too. They was like, he's a brother. He's a brother. Right? I think their English was limited to that, but they understood brother. That on top of understanding that I played when I walked by a place the other night, the kind of music, and I'm gonna put up the music that was going on in the cab. They were singing reruns of our old school music. You know, the music we pimped off, the music we decided to forget. You know, you know, me and Mrs. Jones. You got a thing going on. That music that we don't like anymore. Funny how the rest of the world likes it, and it's the stuff down here. All right, we lost our way, and we allowed the industry, run mainly by Caucasians, to pimp out our music. They didn't pimp out our music. They slowly made us forget how we used to write with skill and soul and stuff. And they made all the music the same and then whitened it up, which is why if you ever listen to old school, all right, let's listen to one group, the Clark sisters, when they first came out, then listen to them now. Or listen to any, as I say, gossip music, but gospel music, old school, and then listen to it now, right? Listen to the soul songs, old school, and then listen to what you have now. What people love about us is what we did on our own without the influence of the pop industry. All right. And people recognize me or they look at me kind of urban, but I don't know. Maybe I got some flavor to me. But as you can see in them pictures, all right, man, these children ran up on me. They was like, brother, brother, it's a brother. It's a brother. All right. I mean, after leaving here, all right, did I meet a whole bunch of hookers and hoes? No. Was I screwing every night? Nope. Didn't screw no night. I put up a bunch of videos. I walked around town, made a whole lot of friends, such that even the taxi driver was sad to see me go after our conversation. And he said, I'll be your driver next time you come down to go get your car. All right. The other funny thing was he was surprised that I was driving around Brazil. He was like, you was driving? I was like, oh yeah. So, I mean, the car, good idea. Very good idea. I ended up paying about 40, about 160 reais. So divide that by three. Yeah, so 50 something dollars to park in that garage from Sunday to today. All right. Or maybe Monday to today. I don't know. But anyway, it was worth it. Um, I didn't have to pay no extra stuff when I turned in the car. Basically, if you do things the way I do, it may be a little more expensive than everything else. But I did notice this. There were some people that, a lot of people came down, and a lot of people came down as groups. And I liked my living situation way better than theirs. And they were showing their little apartments, right? I liked my hotel better than their apartments. And keep in mind, I put up a bunch of videos, which means my Wi-Fi was on point, but I didn't even use Wi-Fi. I was able to plug directly in to an Ethernet port. All right. So basically, my stuff was quick. I plugged into an Ethernet port and it was good. All right, so basically, at the end of the day, this was a very, very good trip. Met a lot of friends, and you could tell they're friends because when people are giving up money and things that are collectible, all right, you know you've made an impact. So, brothers, the brothers that want to come down here in the Israelite way, I'm gonna try to arrange that. All right, and I'm not saying, I'll put it this way: you could meet you somebody and you could do whatever. That just was not my intent, and I had to stay single-minded in purpose because people wanted to know what the cost was and how to do. I can't do a how-to something if I don't do the how-to and analyze and put out the information. You understand? Now, maybe the next time I could come down here, try to hook up and meet me somebody and see where that goes then. Plus, I need to learn the language a lot better, right? But for this being a how to, my intended purpose was to come down here, um, let y'all know what everything is going to cost. And I think this is going to be it. The rest of it is going to be blowing off the hay ice that I have, is because I have a lot left, right? And so I'm gonna probably walk around the airport, see if I could catch any of the, brothers or some sisters selling stuff and, overpay, basically. So, with that said, I'm gonna draw this to a close. It's been a real interesting trip, and the people down here are very beautiful. They are some beautiful people. All right. So, with that said, I'm out. Um, Dang, even some of the female pilots. One just walked by me. Sorry about that. After all, I'm still a man. But anyway, so with that said, I'm out. I'll holla at y'all when I get back to H-Town. My next trip is going to be to visit somebody in Missouri and I think Mississippi. I'm working with. Look like I might find somebody to work with in Mississippi because I gotta start something. I gotta start something. So with that said, I'm out. Oh, for those that can, just donate to the channel. I'll try to put up the link. I put up the link in most of the videos. I just came up with another idea. So with that said, I'm out and just trying to keep it real to the next time. All right, holla at y'all when I get back to the US. It'll probably be a day or so before I put another video up. All right, holla at y'all. And as they say in Brazil, muito obrigado. Obrigado for watching my videos. Don't forget to subscribe, share, thumbs up, and share, 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 share. Most important thing, brothers, in order for me to do what I'm trying to do, I need for all of y'all to share, because I would share my videos because I want other brothers to share in this experience. All right? So share, 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 share. And I'm going to try to come up with a way to help us get what we need, get to where we can do this kind of stuff. All right? So share, share, share my videos. All right. So muito obrigado, and I'll holler at y'all later. I'm out. So, brothers, if you like what I'm doing, what this channel is about, and would like to donate, my Cash App and my PayPal me will be in the description box. But remember, you always take care of yourself and family first before you donate to anyone. All right. Let's not forget, this is very important. Let's get them thumbs up. Let's get them thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and when you subscribe, click the notification bell. All right. Again, many thanks to the brothers that's supporting the supporting the channel, and many thanks to the sisters that supports the channel.
It is you that keep this channel up, and it is you in the thumbsing ups, giving the likes, that are helping me to battle the people that want to be wicked and tear everything down that an Afro man tries to build up that's good. Notice they don't tear down any drug dealers in the community. Oh yeah, that's because most of the BAWs need them to support their habit. I'm telling you, this is what those men have over the good men. They're in that selling industry, and they take the risk to get what the BAWs need to support their habits. Yeah, them little trees that they smoke, that they try to tell you is an herb from the ground, not realizing that you change it to a chemical once you put a lighter to it. But you can't tell these folks anything. All right? So, there's a sense of brotherhood here, even in the midst of being raised by the single Afro woman in Brazil. And that is simply because most of these boys are leaving the home anyway at a very early age to join gangs, this, that, and the other, is because the mom there is no support for them. No schools for them, no nothing for them, because the mothers have failed them here too. Single mothers fail their children everywhere. And don't give me, well, I know one. The one cannot compare to the damage that millions have done. All right, so I'm tired of that BS argument. Well, I know some lady that raised a good dude and stuff, and he will still be weak. There's a lot of women that raise dudes that's making money in the NFL, and they're all weak. Want me to tell you how I know they're all weak? Because those same Negroes, with the exception of a few, still would not stand behind somebody that was trying to stand up for us as a group, because they were afraid of the samples and sellouts that say, the black men, the so-called black men that says, yeah, you don't get to stand up for us just because you're getting paid millions of dollars. When back in the day, many men paid millions of dollars, stood up for right. Oh yeah, y'all don't understand that kind of talk though. With that said, I'm out. But y'all see what it is, brothers. We got brothers all over the place that recognize us as brothers more than we recognize anybody, even outside of our own little minuscule neighborhood. And that's what's sad. I'm out.